Gemini, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. What's up? What's going on? Yours and theirs, an energy read between yourself and someone else. So, ground rules. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, the energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Having said that, your person that I see on this board today may not necessarily be about or involve a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex-type situation. It's whomever's in that dynamic as I'm describing it. So it could be about a family member or friend. I don't know. It's up to you. Going back to the main point, take what resonates, etc. And also do keep in mind these are general collective readings. They may not resonate at all. Normal. Frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. If that's the case, you will find yourself in there somewhere. Okay. What's going on? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini and their person, please. What's going on? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini, please. One more. Let's do one more. Show me Gemini. We're going to start with your side of the board, which I explain. Reverse those energies as you see fit. What's up? The Fool. 10 of Wands. The Queen of Wands. You're doing a job of remaining open, but you are still showing me optimism. Okay, let's keep on. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles. Getting rather tired of seeing the 3 of Wands these days. I promise you I shuffle these many times in between takes. Never mind what you see. Oh, people are leaning on the 3 of Wands more and more these days. Well, we'll get to that. 9 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Man, look at that. You got the stress attached to you, and you're carrying a lot, but you're still showing me optimism. That's wonderful. Overview, 9 of Pentacles. This is because you're secure in who you are, which is wonderful. When you understand who you are and what you can do, you can indeed carry a lot of stress and strain. That doesn't mean that you should, but then also that tells me you know what you can carry. And you're carrying a lot. You're carrying a lot of weight on you right now. And yet somehow that sense of passion and optimism remains so high in you. It's fantastic. It's admirable. And I got here a non-contributive member. They could be from shores away from you. Separation, division, I don't know. But it's non-contributive. If anything, they're lending to the sense of breakage. And you have, or you feel, and I don't necessarily agree with this, but you feel an obligation to maintain or carry this person's lack of contribution. Okay. We're going to see what's going on with that. Now, again, always know your limits. And just because you can carry a lot doesn't mean you should. So you have to really have that discerning ability about what's worth your time, energy, and effort and what isn't. So I can already tell that you are buckets, loads experienced. Okay. And your generosity, very high. King, Queen of Wands, just in and of your own right, I believe, is just high levels of generosity, good spirit, goodwill. And it's getting a little harder for you these days, but you're still at it. Okay, so let's start right there with your 9 of Pentacles and your sense of overview. I'm not saying you're perfect. There's no such thing, but you are clearly generous. You are clearly, I don't know about wealthy, but you know your business, and you know it well. Stable, you prize stability, resourcefulness, gathering, and you are clearly involved. And beyond just your own personal sense of home and finances, your community, your family, etc. is important to you. So let's jump on into it. Let's see that 9 of Pentacles, please. Love, and this, people forget about the King, Queen of Wands, is their generous nature. Very generous. Okay, when they feel warm towards people, they tend to give and sometimes overgive. So let's remember that. It's, for some reason, the King, Queen of Pentacles get that reputation. No, they're more about the conservation of effort. They give generously to those in their household, you know, those that they love and nurture and feel responsible for, not necessarily outside of it, okay? You are showing me that you have a tendency to kind of spread yourself thin in many places. So let's take a look at you. Let's see that 9 of Pentacles. Show me that 9 of Pentacles, please. All right, what's going on? The Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Oh, glad tidings, Page of Cups. Look at you. See, you care so much about people and who you're connected to because you say it's a reflection of your worth. And I agree with you. When you connect well with people emotionally, spiritually, whatever, it's going to be worth it to our energy to participate, you know, because who we hang out with is a reflection of ourselves. You know, you want to connect with people who care about you, and then therefore you get to care about them. So now you're showing me a direct reflection of what I was just discussing with that Queen of Pentacles. You really see it as worth your sense of worth and livelihood to connect to people who love and support you as you should. You're saying it's one of the things that has made you strong. So you're not just giving credit to yourself, you give credit to others, which is beautiful. Okay, you have a very strong protective instinct for those who immediately surround you, and then also you extend it outwards a great deal. So again, I love your generosity of spirit. I love that you are so well connected to yourself and others. It's just, I can see elements of stress. Okay, so I just want to make sure you're not over giving, because if your theory stands true, and it should, I know who's worth connecting to because it makes me feel good about me. Okay, that also means being aware, okay, of over giving and being overly preoccupied with other people's concerns and issues. All right? I can tell you're loving, I'm everywhere, and try to help everybody, Gemini. Okay? So just be mindful of that. All right? But yeah, you're all about the quality, connectivity, and if it makes you feel good, you do. If you can do, you do. And even when you can't do, I'm guessing you do. All right. I want to go ahead and jump right into that Ten of Wands, and then I'll clarify these other points, okay? Let's see that Ten of Wands. I want to jump right into the heart of it. Tell me what's weighing on your back, honey. You can tell me, all right? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I got it. Well, let's talk about that. Let's see that Ten of Wands, please. Let's see that Ten of Wands. Show me that Ten of Wands. Show me that Ten of Wands. It's interesting. I am seeing elements of familiarity with somebody who's in your world, but this one isn't. There is a hovering supportive influence in your life direct, but this one isn't, and it seems to be causing a little bit of the problem here. But we'll get to that. I just wanted to point that out. Some of you might be in strong partnerships. If that's the case, then it's seamless in terms of efforts and endeavors. This, I don't quite know. It seems that way. All right. Ten of Wands, Justice, the Hanged Man, the Star. Wow. Oh, wow. You've been giving a lot of thought recently, and I mean a lot of thought, to this concept of fairness and dreams and longevity and desires, and it's weighing on you. You just pulled three majors over a Ten of Wands. You got a lot on your mind, do you? There's a physical strain in you some days. Ten of Wands, we must remember, is physical, emotional physicality. Okay? With Justice, the Hanged Man, the Star. So, you know. We've been giving a lot of thought recently to fairness and dreams, desires and goals. Let's see how you're weighing in against yourself. I need to see that Fool, please. Show me the Fool. And it lends weight to you. These endeavors, activities, are they fair? You know you mean well. I don't question that. I don't think any tarot reader worth their salt would question that. I know you mean well. And that's the thing. You're meaning well. Okay? And being such a strong provider and supporter to others, is it's taking more than its fair toll on you? That's probably an overdue question. Let's see the Fool, because I know you mean well, honey. You have very strong intentions. Because you're like, the weight's been getting heavy lately, and I'm wondering how much of that weight is actually mine in reality. In other words, responsibility. Let's see that Fool, please. The Sun, the Chariot, Eight of Wands. Gosh, because you want to be happy. Oh my God, honey, you're killing me. Look at this. 5 majors just on your opening. Such a simple overview of how you operate. I know you mean so well when you connect to others because it feeds you. Beautiful. And over here, you really just want to be a happy, healthy Gemini. Living under the sun, moving forward in your goals. You're so straightforward with your communications. You are so straightforward with your intentions and therefore actions. You really try to do whatever it is you say you're going to do and to keep an open spirit about it. Okay? And that's what you've been thinking about lately. Everything I say I'm open to, or that I can really take this on and show it generosity and goodwill, is some of this mine? Should I maybe let other people carry their load of the responsibility? Because you have such a almost uninhibited joy around you that says, I can do it. I can do anything. And I know you mean it. I know you feel it. You are marked with so much good intention and positivity and optimism. It's almost bizarre. There's no such thing as a perfect person. I have to say that all the time. I know you're not perfect. I can see where you kind of create your own traffic jam. Okay? When you're at that point where you're contemplating my good intentions and my need to balance the scales for myself and others, does that get me into trouble sometimes? Because you're like, I mean well, and I know that when I open up, I have the good energy for it. I know I do. I really try to communicate my spirit and intentions to others. And why do I get down sometimes? Why do I get so weighed down? Like what I try to do isn't welcome, or it's just too much. Something to think about. It's hard. I'm trying to push back on you, and I can't because you're just such a nice, happy fucking Gemini. It's hard for me to give you the finger on this one because it's like, oh, honey, you're just so sweet. Loving and generous, too. Let's go ahead and see that Queen of Wands. But yeah, you can't help but to admit to yourself, I mean, how bad have things gotten for this Gemini where you can't help but admit to yourself, am I taking on more than I should? Is it just me? Why do I stressed out sometimes? Yeah, well, okay. Let's see that Queen of Wands, please. Let's see that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. I will say this, honey, your energy is so authentic, it's ridiculous. It's beautiful. You really mean these things. You're not full of shit, you know? You're not talking out your ass. Oh, good, we're past 2 minutes. You really mean these things. You know? And the Three of Pentacles, there it is. That's what I'm looking at. There you are. You dialed down your energy a little bit here in future. Good. Good. By that I mean, you're like, Christina, I think I'm not going to participate in something. Good. It doesn't seem to need your help. There's something here that you weighed in on that says you're carrying a lot, and then you couldn't help but contemplate if it was your debt to carry, a karmic balance for something for you to work out specifically. The answer is no. Does it mean for you to try? Yeah, the star. But it seems like it's not helping, and it's just putting stress on you. I see you backing away from a particular, and I mean it's small. It's small. You carved out a little piece for me of contributive effort. It's a wee bit, but we'll take that. I'll take it. I'll take it, honey. I'll take it. This is a little bit. You know, we're going to stop contributing something. Just a little bit. 6 of Swords. And you know what? You feel kind of good about it. So that tells me it's correct. It's not a lot of time, energy, and effort. But I think your assessment's correct. And you're trying to help others so extensively. It's weighing on you, and it doesn't seem to be welcome. You're trying to help balance somebody else's scales for their situation or circumstance, and it's not going well. Okay? So when our efforts go unappreciated, misunderstood, or frankly, people just disagree with it, that's your cue. It's like, okay, I thought I understood the assignment, but apparently my homework is not welcome by this particular teacher, or my efforts aren't appreciated by this particular whoever. I don't care who it is, employer, a family member. They don't like what it is you have to offer, which is pure intentions. Just bow out gracefully, like you're showing me here. Okay. Okay. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I tried, but I seem to have overstepped my boundaries, or it's just not welcome. Or frankly, you're failing to appreciate what I'm trying to do. So, arrivederci. But it's very calm, it's polite, you're not angry about it, you're not pissed off. It's just an acceptance. Okay. Good. Good. Good job. Very good. Good, good, good. I want you to focus back on yourself and your initial goals and the people who actually welcome your support and connectivity and or efforts. Okay? You should know this. You know this. All right. Now, let's jump on over here. Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Something feels broken away from you. In terms of the essence of the thing, it doesn't seem to be in your immediate proximity. And there is an issue here. And someone is looking at you to fix it, but you can't really. Or, again, they didn't like the results. Or, again, they didn't like your effort. But, okay, let's jump on into it. We're going to go right into the heart of it with that Three of Wands there. Let's see that Three of Wands. Let's see that Three of Wands. Nine of Swords, the Empress. I know this is someone of importance. It does not feel like a partner. It does not. I can't emphasize that enough. It doesn't. Again, once more, take it as it resonates. It doesn't feel like a partner. It feels like somebody who's got a lot of stress on their mind and they're open towards solutions, but not really. Their thoughts are too loud. So even while they're saying they're open, because the world is in the opening position here, they're open to solutions. It's out on the horizon. They're still looking. So in other words, whatever it is you tried to do wasn't good enough for their estimation or from their point of view. They're still looking for solutions and they're still looking at you. But all I see from them is stress and shutting it down. It's a person of importance. This could be a maternal figure. This could be someone whom has a tendency to have a lot of say in their lives, status specifically, or they assume a certain status. I don't know. I just know it's far away from you. It looks outwards at you, and I believe it more than what, for solutions. They're looking for solutions. But none of them are coming through, or they won't allow them to. It's like their anxiety is like, no, that one's no good. No, that one's no good. That's why you can't really advise people unless they want the advice. It's one of the number one things you learn, okay, in counseling, which is my background. You know, the worst vice is advice. Don't give it if it's not asked for. Nobody likes unsolicited advice. I get it all the time. And it's like, if you knew my situation or circumstance, you wouldn't have said that. So zip it. You don't know. And don't presume to tell someone what you know because it wasn't asked for. You don't know the background, right? But this person's actively looking for advice and solutions, but then shuts them down. So again, I can kind of see where it feels like what you were trying to do was futile, or it wasn't for you to solve. Okay, it kind of makes sense to me, guys. It kind of makes sense. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. I hope they find a solution because they ain't happy with what they've been hearing and or receiving. And it's at the heart of the reading. Okay. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. And even then, people who are looking, they'll shut it down if it's not what they want to hear or they already have it in their head what the solution is. But hey, you're not saying what it is. See what I'm saying? Somebody has a preset idea of what the advice should be or solution, and they're not hearing it. So they shut it down. I mean, that's a lot of why people keep watching tarots because they're like, that message isn't for me, or that's not right, or that's my... So they shut it down, you know? So even sometimes when somebody's actively looking for it, they're still prepared to reject it. Fears of the mind taking over here, okay? Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Or they refuse to admit, well, I know what's best. It's just, I'm not hearing it from you. I need to be validated. It's, again, It's not open. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Yeah, I know. That's what we're talking about. So look, this person's getting angrier and more pissed off because the situation is broken and now it's causing arguments, not just with you, amongst many. So I can kind of see why you withdrew your effort. Good job. It's just getting angrier. Page of Cups, the Star, it's kind of like saying, I want to open up to the right solution, just not what anyone else is offering. So now this is involving other people beyond you because you've withdrawn your participation. Let me make this clear. The Gemini I'm looking at withdrew your participation once you calculated the odds of your solution having any sort of positive impacts. I know you meant well. You had that Star too, but now they're angry. Okay, now they're angry. This person has a very different idea of the outcome of what's supposed to be, and now they're at odds with multiple people. Why does this feel like a community and or family disjointed issue? Because these voices are not immediately surrounding you. These points of view, oh dear. Let's put it this way, I'm glad you withdrew activity. It's kind of raising a stink. It's kind of raising a stink. Well, I hate saying stuff like this, but again, once more, Gemini, honey, I want you to take reassurance that who you are is wonderful and welcome by many people, if not this situation or circumstance. I do hope it improves, but it's best that you don't participate. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Angry, frustrated, broken, it's not what I want to hear for my vision of the Star or how the outcome should be. So that's unfortunate. Okay, that's unfortunate. There's that Nine of Swords again. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All that stress, all that anxiety. And it seems to be surrounding a fundamental concept that, again, you're aware of, but it's not directly within your vicinity. This is so frustrating because it seems to affect multiple points of reference. For foundation to the concepts of fear of abandonment, things aren't working out. So, and there's nothing you can do. It seems like it's at a distance from you. Okay. Let's see that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Three of Swords, Judgment, the Star. Gosh, this person can't get out of their head about what they believe is correct. They're not listening. They're not listening. They're not listening. Oh my goodness. The fears of this person's mind are so loud they can't hear the correct process to the Star. You want best outcome. You've made that clear. You thought you had an idea of how to do this. They have a very strong idea of what best outcome is, and it's not matching to what's experiencing the reality. In other words, you need to manage your expectations differently. It seems to be causing more tension now because now there's more voices and now they're louder. And here, as somebody's really insisting with all that anxiety and frustration, heartbreak, pain, but we're completely ignoring the lesson here for true goals. True goals. Desired outcome. Be at peace. Calm the hell down. Listen to the people who are trying to help you. Let's see that Ten of Pentacles, please. Let's see that Ten of Pentacles. Let's see that Ten of Pentacles, please. Ten of Wands. There it is with your energy again. Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you see how this is causing a strain for many. Many. This is causing discord and disharmony for many people. With the Ten of Pentacles, the foundation is feeling less stable these days. And that's just through basic observation. You feel an obligation to participate in some way because you're tied to this environment the community, the family, the continuity, the resources. I don't know. A little bit of any and all those things. And you're saying it's very hard to be a part of this and be separate at the same time. You really tried to shoot your shot about how to balance this situation, and it was rejected. Okay? So I completely agree with you that you actively withdrew some time, energy, and effort from this. And it's kind of like you're watching this and how difficult it's being. Somebody keeps ignoring the obvious because they already have it in their head what the solution is. It's just making more voices raise. And I am sorry, it's so... You are not chaotic. You called it. You're going to keep in a Zen state. Good job. And you did help. You can't, I mean, whoever else is here cannot say that you didn't help or you tried to help or put or inject reasoning into the situation or a sense of fairness and balance. I mean, that cannot be held against you. It was rejected. And they're going to keep rejecting the other voices until apparently they want to hear what they want to hear. It's times like this you really want to just grab people by their shoulders, tell them to stop, be quiet. Why don't you listen to the pre-existing surrounding advice instead of just the thing in your head that you're not hearing? You're getting the same feedback for a reason, right? But we can't do that. You say it's a strain for everybody. You're part of it, but you also try not to get too involved anymore. Okay? Let's see that King of Wands. Oh my goodness. And I have to say, I still see the shadow of a support person around you. I think it's a core partner. I don't think you're alone in this. No. I think there's a core partner here. I'm not saying... But it's not about them today. This is what the reading is, guys. I read what's here, not what isn't. But I see the influence of someone who stands beside you. Kind of like amidst this chaos. Which you insist I'm not trying to be chaotic like that. Good. You tried. I said you can't be faulted for trying. We're not trying. Let's see that King of Wands. Let's see that King of Wands. Show me that King of Wands. Show me that King of Wands. Let's see that King of Wands. Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, the Empress. Okay. Honey, oh my God, this person's exhausting. There's the Empress again with more blockage. Page of Swords, still lacking insight. So this is someone of status, not necessarily empowerment. I called it, guys. I can call it. I tell you, I read what's here, not what isn't. There's a big difference between someone who has status, like, say, the Empress does, versus empowerment, which would also be the same suggestion. So this is someone who is important to you, but they're not necessarily demonstrating empowerment principles at all. It's just someone who's used to recognizing or receiving status. Okay. They're looking at you, and they're mad at you. You want to know what your response is? I'm here if you need me. I think that's incredibly smart. I don't know what they want you to do except give them the feedback that apparently in their head is correct. And not just you, whoever else they're fighting with now. It's important to me. It's important to me, the star 3 times. If it's so important to you, listen. Listen to what other people are trying to tell you, help you, because you had nothing but good intentions. This person, if they knew you at all, would know that. They would have seen it and listened to you. God, that's so frustrating. I have half a mind to redo this because they're still rocking the same MO. The reason I'm keeping it is because I want you to know that you do have resolve in this situation. At least on your side, you can control your side of things. And your lack of participation, for which I do not blame you, one whit. You already have a tendency to take on too much as it is. I am so sorry this is happening. It's a foundation for which you are familiar, and you understand it's strainful, and that you have a role in it, but you've limited your role. Okay? I don't blame you. Not a whit. I don't blame you. Okay? Some people just want to be obstinate. especially when the stakes are this high. Therefore, they have it in their head. This is how it has to be. What proof have you been given? What feedback have you been given that how it is in your head is supposed to be? Okay. It's so frustrating. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No. I have to agree with you on this one. You called it. You did a good job. You did a good job. And hopefully things might have kicked off last spring. There might be progress by next spring. Okay. All right. Neptune, confusion, illusions. Somebody's dazed and confused, wearing the rose-colored glasses, saying what they want to see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And for some folks, it's been like that since last spring. You know, they had a chance to see something for what it was and chose not to. I don't know. Kind of saying what we want to see. Apologies being expected as part of the foundation. It's like, in order to keep this secure or stabilized, I'm going to expect an apology. We're talking about the foundation here that needs to be in place. If it's so important, again, would be incorporating the advice and feedback and points of view of other people. This person's efforts directly show destabilization. But an apology is expected from either you or them. I don't know. Oh, goodness me. You're not the one who broke the darn thing. You were called in to help. Distance, retreat, or timeout. I completely agree. Yeah, as we discussed. Okay? It's a generous offer. Oh, I know. I see it. You really tried to help. Okay? You really tried to help, but always know your self-worth and understand when your help isn't welcome or it's misunderstood. I mean, God, the chaos in this person's mind does not allow them to see what you were trying to do and how it might have benefited everyone. Oh, my. We have the arrow of Sag striking home, Cupid's arrow. I didn't really see that today. I insist there's a partner around you. This had something to do with someone else. Okay? Someone who enjoys status but is currently destabilizing their status. Okay, we have the goldfish in reverse, not listening to our feelings, specifically how to harmonize them. The one that wears the crown. I know, the Empress energy. This is someone who's used to status because they wear a crown, not necessarily because they've earned it or that they're empowered. So be mindful of that. We have the medallion of Taurus. You might have some strong Taurus in your chart. Could be connected to one. Don't know. Okay. No letters today. All right, no letters. Gemini, honey, this one's terribly frustrating, but real tarot is real life. And from my point of view, you have been and continue to be a strong, beautiful, optimist, and just overall generous influence. Okay? I know you had good intentions, and like I said, they're not well received at all from anyone. I don't care who that person is. If they have it in their head that this is what I want to hear, and you're not telling me that, and it's your fault, you're not the one who broke the situation. You were trying to offer solutions. You cannot get that person to change their mind if they're not willing to. It's going to be one of those things that's hindsight. After everything that has fallen down and the dust falls into place and they've pissed enough people off in their quest for the right solution, they might see it later. Poor behavior, add up and all that. Point is, I completely agree with you creating distance between yourself and this. And if this person is more open, doesn't look like it, stubborn this one is, a little more open to positive solutions and a sense of balance that works for everybody, then maybe you can kind of shorten the distance. Okay? I just know that this person seems to be in your life, whether you like it or not. I don't. And it doesn't look like a partner, but I could be wrong. Okay. I mean, that's not a good partner. But you know, sorry, that's my 2 cents. I apologize. All right. I do hope it's helped you regardless. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.